Hey guys, John Pennington coming to you live here from Southern Kentucky. I hope you are having an absolutely amazing start to your week. Do me a huge favor and type into the comments where you are tuning in from. I know the bugs are getting really loud out here this morning, but type into the comments where you're tuning in from. And also, if you're watching live, type live into the comments. And if you happen to be watching on the replay, type replay into the comments. So if you're anything like me, you've probably wondered, like, how in the world do I keep my skin looking healthy? How do I stay looking young? How can I get that glowy look during the summer? Well, there are some tips, some tricks, some healthy options, and obviously some not so healthy options. I don't want to talk about the not so healthy options. Why go down that route when I talk a lot about health and nutrition and living well? But I was reading an article in Health Magazine, and I was really impressed by their tips. So I don't have the link available, and if I had included it in doing this video, then you probably wouldn't even get the notification that I'm doing a video. Facebook does not like external web links. So do me a favor, if you're interested in knowing these 10 tips from Health Magazine, just type the word glowy in the comments, and I will be happy to forward that message from where I shared it from the article into my own Facebook Messenger, so that it would be super simple to be able to share with you guys if you were interested. So just type the word glowy into the comments, and I'll be happy to get that to you. Amanda, thanks for tuning in. Shala, thank you for tuning in. Michelle, Becky, thank you for tuning in. So type into the comments where you're tuning in from. Also type into the comments if you're watching live, type live, and if you're watching on the replay, type replay. Kath, thank you for tuning in. So I have a lot of traveling this week. I'm in Southern Kentucky today. I'll be in Cincinnati here in a couple days, catching a flight to Orlando, Florida. I'm gonna spend 4 or 5 days out there. I'll be poolside doing some Facebook Live videos. Definitely excited about that, and getting some sunshine while I'm down there in the Sunshine State, and looking forward to our event this weekend. So I'll be with my business coach and a lot of people actually from all over the world coming together for our business conference this weekend. And I am super excited about that. So my business coach personally, just in the last eight or 9 years, I think we figured 8 years, has made somewhere between 19 and $20 million. And he's helping us to do the same exact thing on a larger scale. So it's really cool to be able to learn from someone who has fruit on the tree. So anyway, enough of that. I'll be in Orlando. I'll be poolside. I will be sure to bring you the good stuff as I am there later this week. But if you are wanting the tips for glowy skin, healthy looking skin, I can get you what Health Magazine recommended, those top 10 tips. And I also have a secret of my own. So your body naturally produces this thing called hyaluronic acid up to a certain point. Now, once you reach a certain age, your body starts to decrease in its production of hyaluronic acid. And without getting like all fancy as to what's in it and what it does and all that kind of stuff, just know that it helps you to look younger, sexier, more beautiful than ever. And if you can find a way to get it into your body in a natural form, especially liquid, then you're going to be better off, not only in how you look, but in how your body functions for joint health, joint mobility, for just internal health. It's been really amazing, the testimonies that I've seen and heard. So I'm not here to sell you on a product or anything like that, but if you are interested in what it is that I specifically use and consume, I absolutely love it, and I would love to be able to share that with you. So let's see, what could we type into the comments since we've already chosen glowy? Just type the word skin into the comments if you're interested in that particular recommendation, and you and I can have a private conversation. Happy to share that with you. Also, the travel hack. So because I'm preparing for my trip to Orlando, I often do this, especially if I'm going to be gone for 3 or 4 days in a city. I have a trip coming up to Montana here in a couple months, Dallas, Texas in a couple months, Salt Lake City, Utah in the middle of the winter, so I'm definitely excited about that. And this is what I do, and it may work for you. You may be able to save a few bucks by doing this as well. Save yourself a lot of headache, save yourself a lot of hassle. I don't know if you've flown nearly as much as I have, but I only one time in my life have experienced like lost luggage. And that one time was enough for me to learn my lesson. So I avoid that now with almost like 100% surety. So here's what I do. Later today, I'm going to run out to the UPS store. There's not a FedEx store here locally. There's an Office Depot that services for FedEx, but it's not the same, I promise. So there's a local FedEx or a local UPS store. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pack my suitcase with my underwear, my swimming trunks, my suit, my dress shoes, my tennis shoes, my workout gloves, my workout clothes. I'm gonna pack my suitcase with all of that, and then I'm gonna take my suitcase over to UPS, and I'm gonna pay them probably between 22 and 24 bucks to ship that to my hotel in Orlando, Florida. So what does that mean? It means that everything that I need, my toiletries, all my workout clothes, my multiple pair of shoes that I want to wear while I'm there in Florida. I mean, I'll have dress shoes, tennis shoes, flip-flops, boat shoes. So why in the world carry all of that stuff? Why drag it around the airport if you don't have to? So I'm gonna run over to UPS. I'm going to hand them my suitcase, pay them probably $22 to $24. They're gonna ship it to Orlando, Florida. I'm catching a flight Thursday evening. I get to my hotel probably around, I think like 9 p.m. on Thursday night. And I'll just get a shuttle over to the hotel. And when I arrive at the hotel, I'll check in, and they will have, because I'll call ahead, I'll say, hey, I'm on my way. I know you've got my suitcase. They'll go ahead and pull it out of storage. They'll have it there at the front desk whenever I check in. I'll grab my suitcase. I'll have my backpack with me because I typically carry my laptop with me. And as you guys saw from the airport last week, my greens, my almonds, snack food in case a flight gets delayed or I get hungry or whatever. I have healthy options that keep me fueled, keep me energized, and I'm not paying 15, 20 bucks every airport that I'm in just to buy snacks to fuel me or to give me some energy. So that's why I carry my backpack with me. So I'll get to the hotel, they'll have my suitcase there, I'll grab it, I'll check in, go straight up to my room, and that'll be that. Here's another tip. This is like bonus tip, and it just came to me. So I don't know if you're anything like me, but when you travel and you have nice clothes with you, so here's a situation I've run into as well. You take a nice dress shirt or a polo shirt or dress slacks or something like that, you fold them up, you put them in your suitcase, and then you take your trip, whether it's just for the day or 2 days or whatever, and you get there and you open up your suitcase and like your clothes are slightly wrinkled or they have like a fold line in it or something like that. And then you have to pull out that hotel iron, get the ironing board, which screeches like a witch being boiled in hot oil, right? So you set up the ironing board, you get the iron, and you iron the heck out of whatever it is that you brought with you. There is a better alternative. So two things that you could consider. You could call the hotel and see if they do have laundry service. A lot of them do. So you could separately ship, which is only going to cost you a few bucks, but separately ship your dress shirts, dress slacks, whatever, to the hotel with a note to them for those to go out in laundry service to be laundered or dry cleaned or whatever, and that way they're back at the hotel whenever you check in. Or you could find a local dry cleaner really close to the hotel, and I've done this multiple times, and I call them up and I say, hey, here's the situation. I'm flying into town. I have a couple dress shirts and I would love for them to be cleaned and pressed, and I'm going to pick them up on Friday morning or what have you. And so they give me the address. Now they know what to expect in the mail. I ship them. They arrive there maybe Wednesday. They have time to clean them, to put them in bags, hang them up, and then I can come in Thursday night or most likely Friday then and just pick those up, get an Uber ride over to the dry cleaner or the shuttle ride from the hotel or something like that. Go right over to the dry cleaners, pick them up, and I have fresh, pressed, clean clothes without having to use the hotel iron, the ironing board that screeches like a witch being boiled in hot oil. You know what I'm talking about. It's like, it's one of the worst sounds in the world. So anyway, so those are my tips and tricks for travel and for glowy skin. I know it's like two completely different things, but since I am going to Florida, I will be sitting poolside. I'm definitely excited about working on my tan and enjoying it. Actually, the last time we went to Orlando at this type of event, there were like 30, 40 people sitting right there with me. And so we just had great conversation about our future and business and how we could help each other and things like that. So it's really, really exciting. So guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I hope those tips helped you. If you're wanting the 10 tips from Health Magazine, type glowy into the comments. And if you're wanting the tips on what I recommend to be able to naturally get into your body, what can be better for your skin, for your joints, for your internal health, type the word skin into the comments and I will get you those details. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. For those of you that only catch us at noon Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday, we'll see you again tomorrow. And for those of you that do also tune in at 8/9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here Monday through Friday, we will see you this evening. Turn your notifications on my profile to see first. That way you are alerted when we do go live later today. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you got value from this, smash the share button. I saw some hearts and some thumbs up while I was doing the video. There's some more. Then hit the share button. Share this with your friends, your family, your followers. Share it with your enemies, because if more people thought like you and I, the world would be a much, much better place. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later tonight or tomorrow. See ya.